Dude, what are you doing?
I'm planking.
We have no time for memes. We must do important things.
Alright, I guess I'll get to work.
Alright, this is a very serious day. What's up, dude?
We don't have time for internet memes, though.
Listen, it's been a couple years for almost both of us. It's been several years for me.
3 for you and 2 for me.
We saved something that you left here.
Oh, my cup!
Subway cup, yes.
I thought when I left I'd never get it back. Oh, it smells heavenly.
What did you have in that?
Dried up Diet Coke is what's in there now. It's like a Diet Coke residue.
You might want
Oh, it's disgusting.
Mmm. Right?
to... We have not prepared for this.
I have not prepared at all. I just woke up, actually.
Good. A new trend in New York City, nude gaming parties. And they're starting to get a lot of attention, and they're starting to get sponsorships. You know, this is
Are
not
there,
a gaming
so
party.
who's sponsoring these nude gaming parties?
Well, you know, I didn't want to mention it because I don't want to give them any extra free sponsorship. The company that sponsored the latest one is they make like a really comfortable controller thing,
For like an Xbox controller?
or a PS, whatever, PS3 or
Yeah.
yeah. But now, what's your take on these nude gaming parties? I mean, they're co-ed, and I mean, here's a video.
Should be interesting. I'd like to go to one. When can I go?
Well, next time we're in New York, we should check out one. I think you have to be nude to get in, though.
I'm a little pale below the waist and unkept, but I can adapt.
Run a comb through it. I see a lot of problems in this because a lot of nerds who play games probably haven't seen a lot of people naked and probably don't have control in certain areas.
Maybe that's why the creator invented this, so he could finally see some.
Is everyone uncomfortable? I hope
Yes,
so.
Thoroughly. No, I'm very comfortable, actually.
Okay, next thing up, Best Buy. Now, Best Buy, what about it? We're going to talk about Best Buy. We're talking about Best Buy right now because I want to talk about what's going on over at Best Buy and give maybe the shoppers another reason not to go to Best Buy. Best Buy has a new policy that all the employees must do one credit card application per shift. If they go 3 shifts without a credit card application, they get written up. If they go 12 shifts, they're automatically terminated no matter what. Now, what do you think that says for the company as a whole? I mean, this is all, I found this online. It's actually a blog that one of the employees wrote. He wants to remain anonymous, but he was sort of complaining about how the company is more focused on selling credit cards than they are on selling electronics.
They make a lot of money off of it, and people are greedy, so it's to be expected, I guess.
Yeah,
It's probably a good idea.
it's a good idea, but I
Except
mean,
for the consumer.
exactly. Who's looking after the consumer?
Nobody.
We are.
Theconsumers.com. We are. Well, now they know, so they're not going to fall for it. It'll be great.
Yeah, I know, exactly. So guys, when you go to Best Buy, those guys are going to be trying to rape you with credit card applications.
So,
Just so you know.
What do you do to combat that?
You shop at Tiger, number 1,
Right.
or CompUSA. That's an obvious solution. Next thing on the list here, free-to-play video games. You know who Chris Taylor is? Chris Taylor, he did, Total Annihilation. You ever play those games?
Nope.
He came up with Total Annihilation, and he also came up with, or actually right now he just got hired to do all the future Age of Empires games. He's now creating an online version of the original, which is going to be free to play. And in a recent interview with PC Gamer, he said that free to play gaming is the future of gaming. A lot of the free to play thing is a difference in philosophy, and then it starts like with the whole development of the game. The entire game is developed around the idea that people are going to buy stuff in the game.
Right.
And I'm not sure how I feel about that. Sometimes I like to be left alone when I play my game. I don't want to have to buy a freaking hat or a freaking gun upgrade with real money. It's kind of cool to just say, like, you know what, I plunked down 50 or 2 on Steam. Just let me play the game all the way through. What's that?
Well,
You know, I've been playing the Smurf RPG on my iPad. And you have to buy $2 what are the little berries that you sell them? Play for like 3 minutes. I'm like, this is stupid.
Do you buy?
All those apps that have things that you buy in, like for the iOS and from the iTunes store, are retarded. I mean, I will never pay $1. I play poker. I don't really play the Smurf game. That was a joke.
Right.
I play poker on my. That I
He plays
really
the
do
Smurf
though.
game.
And you'll lose a match, and then a little second chance thing will come up because you're playing with this fake money, but you had to save up the fake money by playing lower level matches.
Right.
And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, you want a second chance because you lost at the big tournament? Yeah, $5.
$5 real money.
Real money.
Right.
And you push the button, and it literally charges your account, and you're $5 out.
Hmm.
I don't like that at all. No me gusta.
I think a lot of the world is going to move to that. Almost all the Conan. You know Conan? You play Conan, right? You know it's coming back. Did you hear that? It's coming back. Well, it's coming back, and it's going to be free to play, and it's now unrated, so it's going to be even more savage.
Nice.
No, it was M. I know it was nudity, but it was rated M, but now it's unrated, so they can be even more savage.
Oh wait, so there's an upper ceiling for M?
People will be even nuder.
What can you get away with in unrated that you can't get away with in M? more besides more nudity?
Violence can be a little more. I don't know. They're just
How could there be more violence than?
now they basically don't have to answer to anybody. You know
Yeah.
what? If they want someone's leg to fly off and the people to be naked, they can do it. If in a video game,
Not answering to anybody is the
yeah,
key
they don't want
to
to answer
that.
to anybody. Yes.
Stick it to the man.
But there's also going to be free to play. Everything seems to be reworking into this free to play idea. So, guys, especially for online gaming and that sort of thing, free to play is going to be here to stay.
So wait, what's your final opinion on it though? Do you like it or
Free-to-play?
do you dislike it?
I really don't like it because I'd rather just pay the money up front and be left alone, like I said.
Mhm.
So I really don't like it. If a game is free to play, and the only items that are transaction based upon real money or whatever are like cosmetic items, like you can buy a new jacket or a new hat. Like I've seen RPGs where you can play the entire game for free, but if you want to like dress up your character or give him a cool beard, it costs money.
You got to buy it.
You got to go to the barber and you got to pay real cash for a virtual beard.
Kind of like pre-ordering a game and getting a special
Right.
sword.
I'm okay with that. I can play the game without all the aesthetic, the accoutrement.
Accoutrement.
I don't need all that stuff. But as long as I can play it and all the features are unlocked and it's free, that's cool.
Well, you know what? It opens up the gaming to a lot of people because we're in a rough time, recession-wise or money-wise, and $50 for a game is a lot of money to throw down sometimes.
Yeah.
Games have gotten a little more expensive. Are there ones that are like $60 now when they come out?
Yeah.
There's a
That's
few.
usually what Xbox.
Well, yet the gaming industry is not hurting that much because I find that a lot of people will pay
They're charging
well,
$60 for a game.
before they pay their child support.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I saw an episode of SVU Law and Order where they're abusing their kid and leaving him in a closet because they were obsessed with an RPG game, based on a true
I
story.
recently put an article online about a guy whose kid died because he was playing World of Warcraft and wouldn't go check and see why he was crying.
Yeah, that makes sense. World of Warcraft was, I think, is still to this day probably one of the worst as far as addiction-wise.
It's sickness.
Sickening.
It's a sickness, Eric.
Look at Eric. He hasn't cut his hair in like 3 years because he's been too busy.
What a clown.
Wow.
What's the level cap now?
85.
85? That's what I thought.
What was it before? 80?
Yeah.
Do people still do the whole like mining a lot and building up their character to sell it on eBay?
An hour to get all the stuff, and then 5 hours to play.
It's harder to sell your characters now because they link
It's easy though.
they link your Battle.net account.
Yeah.
So if you have any other games of Blizzard, you can't really do it because you'd be selling those games as well.
Ah, it's like selling your entire Steam account.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well then, anything else you want to talk about?
Honestly,
Where
no.
have you been, dude?
Dude, I've been working, man. Photography, shooting all the time.
Show a picture here. I want to see a picture.
You want to see a picture?
Yeah.
I shot with you in New York, so I know your style, and it's a little.
Well, our
it's
style
definitely
is
a little
almost-
darker than mine.
It's almost opposite now.
Yeah, it's almost completely opposite. Yours is pretty dark. But I've shot some nudes. I know you
Yeah.
like those recently, and those came out good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really cool. It's a really cool place.
There's been a lot of nudity talk in this update.
The nude episode. Nudity update.
Yeah, this is going to be called the nude episode.
The nude episode.
Well then, I'm going to get nude and run through a field. What are you going to do later?
I'm gonna get nude and
Play games.
go to my room.
Excellent. I'm going to walk away from this, and that's going to be the end of it.
All right, that was fun.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you again, my friend.